Start off the fight with both of your tanks stacked in front of Aggramar and everyone else loosely spread behind, because during phase 1 all players will periodically pulse with Scorching Blaze, which isn't going to be good if someone is within 4 yards of you. Taisha locks reach is why the tanks are stacked. Each melee swing will also hurt whoever is closest to his current target. Now when Aggramar reaches 100 energy, he'll cast Foe Breaker. Right when he starts his cast, you want your off tank to run behind the boss where the melee DPS are, so the main tank solely takes the Foe Breaker since it's a frontal cone. That increases the damage that individual takes from the next Foe Breaker by 500% for 30 seconds, and the damage is not split. Immediately after Foe Breaker, he'll cast Flame Rend, which is another frontal AoE cone that does split damage. So the off tank will want to taunt so it will hit any DPS and healers close by. Then that off tank will want to swing Aggramar around, facing him away from the raid, so he will take the next Foe Breaker, and the first tank needs to go stack on them, again for Taishalok's reach. Then there will be a giant zone that appears around Aggramar that everyone must get out of before it goes off. His energy will then reset to 0. He'll also cast Wake of Flame, which will spawn multiple fire waves that fly in different directions. Do not get hit by these. This is the entirety of phase 1. Intermission 1 will start when he reaches 80% health, at which point he'll run to the center, become immune to damage, and hurt anyone who is in the center, so make sure you aren't there prior to him hitting 80%. There will be multiple small adds that spawn and move towards Aggramar, and 2 big adds which must be tanked by each tank and kept apart. If these big adds are near each other, or any small adds, they'll get buffed and you don't want that. If the small adds reach the boss, they will deal AoE damage to the raid. If you're on normal, everyone wants to slow and CC these adds and kill them off. On heroic, they can't be killed and will instead become a fiery puddle. You'll want them to reach the boss so they will be removed from the encounter, but make sure they get to the boss one at a time, 15 seconds apart because of the blazing eruption debuff that everyone gets once one reaches the boss. This will increase the damage of all subsequent explosions. You can kill off the big adds to end the intermission phase and let the small adds slowly reach the boss. Phase 2, he'll use all the same abilities as phase 1 except he'll lose his Wake of Flame ability. Still make sure to stay loosely spread for Scorching Blaze. There will now be flares that spawn under 3 random players. Get out of these giant red circles. When he reaches 40% will be intermission 2. Treat it the same as intermission 1 whether you're normal or heroic. There will now be meteor swarms that fall from the sky. Dodge these. On heroic, he'll gain his Wake of Flame ability from phase 1. Dodge these. After the big adds are dead will be phase 3. This phase works the same as phase 2 except the flares will be empowered and will shoot out Wakes of Flame when they detonate.